Welcome to Swan Valley Grit and Grind, our upcoming powerlifting competition here in the Valley. First off, I want to say a huge thanks to Dane and Brad at 24/7 Gym. Without the support of them working together with Brad and Dane and Swan Valley Active Living and the use of the gym, we wouldn't be able to host this amazing competition. First off, we want to say that everyone is welcome. This is not a professional sanctioned event. It is meant to be a fun, casual competition to promote powerlifting in the Valley. No matter where you're at with your training, no matter what weight you're lifting, it doesn't matter. You are welcome here. No one's going to judge you or anything like that. You can come in, do your best. We're going to help you along the way. So yeah, everyone is welcome. We do, however, expect you to have the basic knowledge of what the 3 compound lifts are. You should be able to do a bench, a squat, and a deadlift. What is powerlifting? Powerlifting is a sport that consists of 3 attempts at a maximal weight on 3 of the following compound lifts: the squat, the bench press, and the deadlift. Your score is determined by the amount that you lift comparable to your body weight. Keyword there is comparable to your body weight. It is the total amount of all 3 lifts comparable to your body weight. You'll be given what's called a score. It's depending what we use. There's a dot score format. There's a few different ones, but you will basically have a score that you'll be given, and that is comparable to your body weight. You will be required to weigh in after registration. The weighing in will be done in the changing rooms in private so that people can obviously strip down into their underwear or whatever to weigh in at the lightest. If you're under the ages of 18, we do require that a parent or guardian be there with you at registration. They will have to sign a waiver form for you, and we will also require them to stay during the weighing in process as well. Once that is done and out the way, they are free to leave. They don't have to stay, etc. So it's just at the start, when we get there, they need to be there, and to do that, then they can leave. After registration, you'll be given 9 cards, 3 for each lift. So 3 for squat, 3 for bench press, 3 for deadlift. You will be required to write down your attempt in kilograms and hand it in. So that was the first attempt for squat, bench, and deadlift. Keyword in there is kilograms. Everything is going to be in kilograms. So the conversion chart's posted, don't worry. But if you do want to sort of start to do those conversions at the gym when you're training or practicing, just so you get used to it. But again, it will be in kilograms. The plates will be in kilograms. The weights will be in kilograms, everything like that. So again, we do want you to have the bench, the squat, and the deadlift. The first attempts will be written on a card and handed in during registration. Don't worry, if you handed it in and you want to change your mind before you start your first lift, you are free to do so. So once you write it down, you're not locked in, so don't worry about that. We just want to have some rough idea of what your numbers are going to be so that we can start, organizing things and getting the plates and stuff organized for you and get everyone's order correct. And it's your responsibility to look after this. We're not going to run around looking after you, or we might give you a shout out on the mic, but it is your responsibility to hand those cards in. Once you've done your first attempt, if it's a good lift, then you will, whether it's a good lift or a bad lift, you then rewrite your second attempt on there, and then you will have to hand that in. You'll have a couple of minutes after your first lift to do that, basically. Each lift will be viewed by 3 refs. Each ref will have a red and a white flag. You need 2 or 3 white flags for the lift to count. Obviously, we have 3 white flags. White's good, red's bad. We need 2 of 3 or 3 of 3. Anything else will be a fail. We will explain that in more detail once we hit the gym. If you fail your attempt, you can attempt to lift the same lift again, the same weight again. Or you can choose to increase it if you want for your next attempt. So, if you lifted something quite light and there was no problem with the lift, but you failed it because you didn't hit depth, and you think, you know what, I'm going to just add 10 kilos on and I'm going to do that for my second attempt, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to hit depth this time. That is absolutely fine. You cannot, however, go down in weight. Once you choose a weight and you attempt it, so say you attempt 150 on the squat, and you do it and you fail, you cannot then say, my second attempt, I'm going to do 140. That does not work. So please choose your first attempts wisely. It is smart to choose a weight for your first attempts that you can do pretty cleanly just to get something on the board. Then once you've got something on the board, you can start stacking weight and going for some nicer lifts, heavier lifts. The weight increases are limited to 2.5 kilogram increments. So if you did 150, you can do 152.5, you can do 155, 157.5, so on and so forth. So you must increase in 2.5 kilogram increments. You do not need to attempt all 3 lifts. Again, for example, if your second attempt was close to your 1RM, so say you do a second attempt and it was an absolute all-out grinder, it was the toughest that you've ever done, it took everything out you, and you got the lift and it was successful and you're completely happy with that, you do not need to come out and do your third attempt. You could even do 1 attempt if you want. Obviously, that's not common, but sometimes you might go a little bit too heavy on that second attempt and it was a little heavier than you thought and you're really, really happy with it. You don't need to come out and do your third attempt. You can preserve your energy into the next lifts or whatever. The highest successful lift from each of the 3 lifts will go towards your total. So whatever you get for the bench, squat, and deadlift, successful, a key word there, so the successful for each one will all be added together, and again it will be a total score based on your body weight. To finish off, again, just to reiterate, this is a really low-key, casual, fun competition that we're just hosting at the gym. Everyone is welcome. This isn't a professional sanctioned event. We just want everyone to come and have fun. So I really, really hope to see you there, and we're going to go over some stuff here in the gym right away, so stay tuned.